What are you saying, lads? Welcome back to the Arsenal We Love You Arsenal YouTube channel. It's been a while, I know, but we're trying to be back. We're trying to produce this is a terrible angle. We're trying to produce this daily or near enough to daily transfer video thing. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so I'm quite terrible at them. But we're going to be trying to do these daily transfer videos, just trying to give a little bit of insight into the prominent rumor going around that day, and seeing if we could add something to the narrative. And yeah, if you like transfer stuff and you like listening to sort of insightful things about transfers, we hope, then please subscribe to the channel. And this is just a little intro for today's one about Tielemans. But yeah, subscribe to the channel, like the video and that, and yeah, you won't miss any episodes or videos or whatever. But yeah, also follow us on Twitter and that. We love you Arsenal. On Twitter, we WLYA blog. And what else is there? Instagram, we love you Arsenal. Follow me, Alfie Coleshaw, and the other guy on this video, Rob. So yeah, cheers. So Rob, it's lovely to have you here, deputy editor of We Love You Arsenal. What are you saying, Rob?
I'm good, thank you, Alfie. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Excellent.
Good morning. It's definitely the morning when we're recording this. Yeah, the first, hopefully, of many transfer videos that we do over the summer. I'm going to try and get you, Mac, and Danny involved in this. And yeah, today, well, the prominent rumors have been, as we have both been looking at, as we've undertaken our new roles at Sport Bible. The transfer news, the prominent rumor going around today, obviously there's Gabriel Jesus, which we'll probably talk about in the next few days. I want to spend today talking about Yuri Tielemans, because that is probably the most, well, it seems like it's the most advanced deal, according to all the various sources, and the reputable ones. Apparently 25 million is what we're going to sort of test the waters with Leicester. There's a lot of rumours that they'll probably demand more. He has 1 year left on his contract. For me, at that price, anyway, it feels like a no-brainer. He can slot into either one of the left or right half spaces. But there's been a lot of division online. There's been a lot of talk about his athleticism, which I think may be overblown. But yeah, give me your thoughts, your rundown, and your on this potential transfer.
Yeah, I think I'd go as far to say as like it's overwhelmingly sort of enthusiastic with regards to this deal on the internet. Seems like a lot of people are averse to the idea of Tielemans coming to Arsenal, and as obviously, I think the player has issues. I think, as you say, the issues surrounding his athleticism and perhaps his engine have been exacerbated online, but they are there. But otherwise, he's a really good, solid little player with a lot of Premier League experience. I agree with you, Alfie. I think it's something that Arsenal really should be looking to pursue, especially given like the market regarding the sort of number 8 player that is out there. You know, it's quite few and far between. Otherwise, we've only really been linked with Ruben Neves, who I'm not really sure is the perfect fit himself. And then, there's the constant sort of chat about Awar, but there hasn't really been any talk in the media about that. I wonder if that ship has sort of sailed. So yeah, I think Tielemans offers a lot. He offers crucially goals, which Granit Xhaka does not offer, and he's the man currently playing in that role of the left-sided 8, which I imagine Tielemans will come into play. He offers more mobility, even if his engine isn't quite as durable. And yeah, I think that he's the sort of player who could really do bits for us in that role. So I don't really understand why everyone is so against it. I just feel like perhaps it's common sentiment at the moment and everyone's jumping on that bandwagon, but I really don't think he's a player that we should all be dissuaded from the idea of signing.
Yeah, I mean, there's all this talk about his fitness and stuff. I mean, I'm looking at his games played in the last few seasons. He played 37 out of 38 in the 2021 season. in a season where it was crammed into a small amount of time because of COVID and all that. 37.390s. The season before, he played 31.490s. This season, he's played 29.2. Kind of like Granit Xhaka. I know we obviously speak about Xhaka's lack of mobility, but he's very durable. He doesn't get injuries. He will play a lot of football. I saw heard a stat that he covered the most ground in the Premier League this season, or he's up there. He's got stamina, he's got an engine. It is perhaps his flexibility. I think if you look at another stat, he gets dribbled past a lot, which is something you'd want him to improve. Yes, his defensive output is not brilliant, but we need different options in there. You said there, Granit Xhaka in that left half space. He's done well, he's adapted well, but he isn't a creative player in that position. He's a ball progressor, but Tielemans is much more of a technician, much more incisive in his passing, more creative, as you said, will get you goals. For 25 million, Premier League proven, exactly the right age, just turned 25, I think. Perfect. I don't see the issue. And that doesn't mean that he doesn't have his limitations, as I've said. I mean, I'm looking at these stats: 90th percentile for progressive passes, 78th percentile for non-penalty goals for centre mids, 90th percentile for expected assists per 90, 85th percentile for shot creating actions. He's going to offer us something more creative, perhaps even a different option for Odegaard when Odegaard needs a rest, because he's played a lot this season, because he can also operate in that right half space. He loves those sort of little crosses to the back post. So yeah, I'm very much for it, and I think Spurs have also, no, not Spurs, that's Jesus. United have also said to be interested. Um, do you think the lack of Champions League is going to hinder our ability to get this one done?
I wouldn't say so personally. I think we've seen with the Gabriel Jesus links, which are still out there, that players will still be interested in joining Arsenal. It's been evident for a long time now that we don't need Champions League football to carry on being an attractive proposition to players, and we're all the more attractive now that we've got a clear project and a clear path. I just think, you look at Jesus, and I know obviously he has a working relationship with Mikel Arteta already, and he knows he could slot into an Arteta system because it's a beta version of a Guardiola system. But the fact that Spurs are known to be interested in him and all the concrete links are still suggesting he'll go to Arsenal, it bodes well
I
for
think
our
it's
summer business.
United, not Spurs, I think.
Yeah, no, about Jesus. But then with regard to Tielemans, I think it's a no-brainer, and we haven't spoken about the fact yet that he can also drop into a double pivot. He's done that a lot for Leicester when we need to play with that 4-2-3-1. If we have a lack of availability, he can do that. He can operate in deep areas. He's just a player who could offer us something that we don't already have. And I spoke about in my piece today that I just don't want to see the club depending on a player like Mohamed El Neni next season, for example. And he is the sort of player who could ensure that doesn't have to happen if there's a midfield crisis, if we lose any one of Partey, Odegaard or Xhaka. He just offers us a lot. So, yeah, I'd say go for it personally. And I think I'd definitely prefer him over Neves.
Yeah, I'd agree. I guess we're going to call it a day for that transfer video. We're going to be doing these. Obviously, they're quite quick to film. They're not going to be highly edited. We're going to be trying to do these as frequently as possible for the subscribers. If you did enjoy, we'll probably be trying to be speaking about a different rumour every single day. And yeah, we will also be recording the Arsenal Cannon podcast straight after this, so watch out for that. Watch out for other videos on this content. We're going to try and do a squad building series if you're down for that, Rob. Probably get Mac and Danny on that as well. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah. Right. Well, subscribe to the channel and we'll see you later.